In the next few sessions, I'd like to examine the basis for risk and how it shows up in your investing strategy. In this session, I want to focus on the easier instrument for measuring risk, which is bonds. If you're an investor in bonds, I'd like to think about what the risks are you face as an investor and how you might be able to measure those risks. So let's think about it. You're investing in a conventional bond. A conventional bond, of course, is a bond where the coupon rate is set up front and the maturity is known, a 10-year, 5% coupon bond. Think about the two risks you face. The first is even if you're guaranteed those coupons and the face value at the end of the life of the bond, which is the conventional practice, the value of those coupons and the face value could shift over time depending on what happens to interest rates. Put differently, if interest rates go up, the same coupons are worth less than they were before interest rates went up. The second risk you face, of course, with the bond is that the entity that promised you these fixed payments, the coupons and the face value, might not deliver. That's default risk. So let's start with the easier of these two risks, interest rate risk. It is true that the coupon and the face value in a bond is set at the time of issue. So you know exactly what it is, in most bonds. You could, of course, have floating rate bonds and convertible bonds. We'll come back and talk about those in a minute. But a conventional bond, the coupon rate, the face value, and the maturity are known at the time the bond is issued. However, the value of the bond will be a function of how much you value those coupons and face value. So even though the dollar value of the coupons and face value remain the same, the present value, the value that you're willing to pay for those coupons, will change as interest rates change. Thus, if interest rates go up, the present value of those coupons and face value will go down, and if interest rates go down, the present value will go up. The price of the bond will shift over time, even if there's no default risk. Here's a very simple example. Let's assume you have a 4% coupon 10-year bond. So basically, and let's keep things simple. Let's assume the coupons are paid once every year. Normal bonds, you might get 2 coupons a year, but that doesn't change the mechanics of what we're going to do. So we're going to keep it as $40 every year for the next 10 years. And at the end of the 10th year, you're going to get $1,000 plus the 40. So if you look at the second column in the table, you'll actually see my promised cash flows of $40 every year for the next 9 years. In the 10th year, you get the $40 plus the face value back. Here's what I've done.